subscribe hemat.
Browser-based games are dead. Watch this.
Georgis Karmanov.
How'd you convince these people to lend you money for this?
My mom and my uncle. I told them that it was for a business investment, and I said that I would pay them back with interest.
With interest?
I thought it was legit, wholeheartedly.
Yeah, no, I got that part. What is the interest and how much do you owe to who?
My mom and my uncle and a family
How
friend.
much to each?
They're-
Mom, how much do you owe to mom?
So much money.
Oh,
So
what?
Because it's not.
How much?
There's no number. Like $1
Like,
million.
there's no number. How do you? What the f are you talking about?
Because I have to pay her for raising me. So my mom doesn't even count.
No.
Do you mean
no,
the actual business?
No. Shut up. No. You did not push a button saying, I want to come into this world. Woo, let me on. I'm going down the ride of life. No, you were born in this world through parents that chose to have you. So it is their responsibility to raise you. They're not entitled to anything because of that. Yes, give to them out of the generosity of your heart. Absolutely love that. But they chose to have you. You did not choose to be born. How'd you convince these people to lend you money for this?
Musume, do you know why Daitaku Helya says wei? Wei is an informal way to say hi in Chinese, and they added this because their voice actress Aya Yamane is from Yokohama, Chinatown, and of Chinese descent. Musume.
This guy is wearing a Demon Slayer shirt with a pseudo trench coat and calling himself the name of a fictional character who is known for being in a trench coat, and he just actually looks like the quintessential Discord moderator.
Hello?
Hi there, can you open this door, please?
For what?
I just want to make sure that everything's okay. There's going on.
What do you mean?
I don't know, I just figured I'd check on something.
He thought he would just kindly pay you a visit just to make sure, Everything's all right over there.
I don't know what you want, man. Get out of my house.
Open this door. Where's your daughter, man? Where's your daughter,
What are you
man?
talking about?
Where's your daughter? Who's in there with you?
Bro,
A devastating blow right there. That shit would make Omni-Man tremble. And then he starts asking where his daughter is. Perfectly normal question to be asking a complete stranger.
bro, if you don't
Open this
leave,
door. Open this door. I'm breaking it down. You understand me?
leave my house. You don't.
Are you okay? Is
We
everyone in
are
this house
okay.
okay?
What? Everyone's okay. What do you want?
They're in a standoff right now, and he is subtly powering up because it's looking like it's gonna be a scrap.
Can you leave my house, please?
You open the door, please.
You have nothing to do with my house. Can you leave my house?
You know what my name is?
I don't know who you are. You don't belong to this neighborhood. That's for sure.
This is my neighborhood, though.
Yeah, I live there. I don't know you.
My name is Harry Dresden, motherfucker. Open the door.
He calls himself Harry Dresden, which is a fictional character from something called the Dresden Files. He's a professional wizard. Where's your daughter at, huh? Where's she at?
No.
Now you better start sweating. He put on the big boy voice.
Rosta, kacang panggang. Enaknya tanpa rasa bersalah.
Or I will fucking end you. Do you understand me?
He rang the bell. The fight is on. Yeah, so it turns out the Reddit mod meltdown on the Ring doorbell is real. I was very skeptical. I mentioned that a couple times in the video. It felt like forced because you genuinely, like if you asked someone to sit down with a box of crayons and said, draw me a caricature of a Reddit mod, it would spit out this guy. He's in like a pseudo trench coat with flip-flops, a demon slayer. He eventually found his way in. But- So he's asking where the fuck is she? I'm assuming it's the daughter that he was talking about at the door. He starts opening these doors like it's a Scooby-Doo chase scene, like looking around. And he seems like he's in like a trance almost. Like this seems like he's having an episode of psychosis. It is what it looks like to me, and he's asking for someone named Victor. I don't know who he's looking for, maybe Victor Von Doom or something, I have no fucking clue. But he's looking for Victor and trying to locate some girl that he believes is in distress.
Victor, you around? Huh? You like rape little girl, bitch? Huh? You fucking try me, I swear to God I'll fucking kill you. Do you understand me?
So I don't know who he's talking to there. In the comments, the poster said that they know who this happened to, which is how they have this ring footage that he had sent it to him. In the comments, apparently the wife of the homeowner was home, and had like locked herself in a room to try and stay safe, and I'm guessing that's who he's talking to there. And he didn't know this guy. So this guy was, I guess, just taking a cruise through the neighborhood and then picked this house. It's a little quiet, but you can hear him say, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" in here. That could be the wife he's talking to there. I'm not sure. Eventually the homeowner does get here.
You might. Get the fuck out of my fucking house! You think you can fucking shot me, motherfucker? I will say nothing to you, bitch! There's no fucking... You fucking liar! I can hear her! I can fucking hear her!
So now there's a big tussle. So you can hear them scrapping. It's off camera, you can't see it, but I'm picturing like in Ed, Edd and Eddy when they start fighting all together. It's just like a big old cloud of smoke and a bunch of fists are flying. You can hear them rummaging around there, getting pugilistic. It's shaking the ring camera, but the whole time you can hear him saying like, "Where is she?" that kind of thing. And then I was gonna fast forward a bit. I don't know how long it lasts, but eventually he like starts to de-escalate the situation. The homeowner.
Man, who you talking to, bro? You 100% interested. Get the fuck out of my house.
He keeps insisting his name is Harry Dredson, the professional wizard detective. So even inside the home, while presumably getting his ass beat here, he is also maintaining, "I'm Harry Dredson." Maybe he like flashed a badge or something at him, I don't really know. But he is staying with that. They're fighting. He keeps insisting that someone needs help here, the daughter or some woman, something. And then the homeowner comes down after the scuffle with this big shovel here, a fucking massive shovel. He's got the big snow shovel out, and now he starts to defuse it.
I'm telling you, get the fuck out of my house. Please. Answer the question. Get the fuck out of my house. Answer the question, please. There's no one in there. There's 3 rooms in. I don't know who you are. You better get the street at 1797 Co-op Drive. I don't know who you're talking about, man. Why do I hear screaming? Are you military? Yes. Okay. Can you help me out? Okay. Yes. I understand what you're going through right now. Yes. Can you step outside? Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for asking.
So that is something that I found really interesting. He asks if he's military. He says yes. He says, "I know what you're going through." And then after he asks that question, like his whole demeanor kind of changes, and that's when he gets him outside, and that's when you see this arrest. Like, it's not fake. I don't know if he's actually military or anything, because again, it seems like he's in a state of psychosis, so he might not even know what he just said yes to. Or maybe he really is ex-military and he is struggling with like PTSD or something. It's impossible to know, but he is definitely going through some kind of like episode here. So they fight, he de-escalates it with the snow shovel, then everything else takes place outside. You can see the cops come in, they're checking on everything.
Fairfield Police, is anybody inside?
Fairfield Police Department.
But yeah, they've got him out here now. And again, that's the homeowner that you can see here. He's wearing the same thing, so it's definitely the same guy. I think there's no world that this is somehow fake or staged. These aren't actor cops. These aren't like fucking strippers or anything. These are real. His police report is out there. He's facing a lot of charges. It turns out it was 1000% genuine, which I cannot believe. Me after 2 beers. Well, Bub. Interesting. But yeah, then they take Cobra Commander away. It was real. You can find his arrest report. He got hit with 4 felony charges for assault, deadly weapon, criminal threats with intent to terrorize, first-degree burglary, and vandalism. Yeah, I won't pull up the arrest report, but it's out there. He is looking at some very serious stuff. Like I said, from here it really seems like he is just truly not in his right mind. I am very curious what the true story behind this guy is. Like, what actually led to this. This shit is unhinged. He's honestly lucky he didn't get shot. Like, at the door and certainly inside the house while going around, like, opening doors and slamming shit and, like, making threats, presumably at the wife that is apparently hiding in there. Like, it's lucky he didn't lose his life. He's lucky that he found this homeowner who, like, really did a master class in de-escalation, because most people aren't doing that.
UC-1000 isotonic dengan electrolyte dan 1000 mg vitamin C.
or I will fucking end you.
Everything else takes place outside.
Japan has a single mother problem no one talks about. Here's why. In Japan, when parents divorce, only one parent can have legal custody. Joint custody doesn't exist, and in about 90% of cases, that custody goes to the mother. Once the divorce is finalized, fathers often lose any guaranteed right to see their children. Visitation isn't automatic, and it's rarely enforced. Child support isn't strongly enforced either, so many mothers receive little or nothing. That's why so many single mothers in Japan end up raising children completely alone, working multiple jobs just to survive. So when people ask why Japan has so many single mothers, it's not chaos.
played him recently, either in Title Tuesday or Freestyle Friday. I don't know if he's young. I feel like he's probably young since he does really well in these events for the kind of rating he has. Oh wow. Is this some kind of delayed? This doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's possible to play like this, but C3 is just a waste of time, I think. Compared to... I mean, the knight might want that square, and the... Maybe I should just not chickened out and just taking the pawn. Okay, I guess I'll just develop sensibly. So we have a normal system here just with the pawn on c3 for some reason. What is he doing? That's very strange. I mean, so far I'm just getting gifted a pawn. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Like, this guy is a strong player. You don't expect to just be technically winning like this without even having to make having had to make any difficult moves. But I'll take it. Let's go here. Thinking of bringing the knight around. Targeting this pawn. Maybe there's bishop g5 there. Let's go king f8 first. Just make sure that this pawn is safely protected. Here, knight d4, I go back. Pawn is a pawn. Knight b3, I got b4, forcing favorable trades, and the goal is to have two connected pass pawns on e7 and d6 eventually. Here, g5, just h6. Don't see any tactics. Yeah. g5. Maybe he's hoping for some tactics against this square. b3 is very sorry, b4 is very tempting. Maybe then I am allowing some of these tricks. Okay, let's just go here then. Try and win without tactics whatsoever. Yeah. I think I'll take the bishop here. No tactics still. Over this square. I'm gonna go f4. I'm going rook b5. Preventing f5. Now I just want to go here. Tie more pieces down to the defense of this pawn. Double up, then rooks. He's not playing a bad game after the start, it's just that he has given himself an enormous mountain to climb. Let's go here for now. Thinking of this. Trying to restrict his forces even more. Yeah, I was thinking about the move A4 actually, and whether I should have done something to prevent that earlier, but yeah, this I had missed, but it should be okay. Taking here, I'm getting B2. Don't think I'm too worried. Let's take. I have allowed more counterplay than I would have ideally liked. I will say that. But still winning. Bishop taking here is gonna be strong. Yeah, that would be very reasonable were it for the fact that I can change plans. Go for bishop b3 with the old skewer. Hi to Ella. She's just flexing her mod powers. That she can speak even when others cannot. Which I would say is not fair per se, but it's not entirely unfair either. Okay. Oh, this game is not going on anymore. Let's see. Deeper than that. The Notary, I mean, he does great in this tournament, and had a lot of interesting fights with him. So, fun pairing. Faux show. Okay, he normally does bishop f4, so I'm gonna beat him to it. See how he reacts to that. This line is not good for me. I don't know why I'm playing it. Okay. Just a sec. No, it's fine. Well, I just got some food, and I gotta say, the food delivery girls here are pretty hot. And I'm happy.
Bayar bulan depan aja, pakai Kredivo.
Supaya udah jadi satset, tuh.
Okay. Should we play h6? Just copying his strategy. Oh no, he wants b4. Oh yeah, let's play knight e4 then. Really just playing a London system. Yeah, you cells enjoyed that one, didn't you? Three. It's not a clever choice. Maybe I should have taken F3 first. The thing is, I don't mind trading. Well, maybe I've got A5 now. I'm not sure. Maybe that wasn't as clever as my voice indicated. Okay. Seems reasonable there. Now the point was that I can play D6 and I'm kind of breaking free a little bit here. Knight takes. I got some squares and a little bit of hope in this dynamic as well. B pawn against A pawn. Maybe this pawn could be dangerous if this pawn ever falls under attack. Now you get ASMR eating as well. All of your favorites. I was hoping for this. We move forward. We came forward. Tactics. Blunder. That's what I've noticed with Terry is that he's very strong positionally, but not always alert tactically. And yeah, now we're going to have an extra pawn and position's much better. C5. Okay, maybe I spoke too early. This is super annoying. I'm looking at some way I can try and activate the rook d8, but I don't really see him. I guess we're gonna do this, but the rook d6 is a massive achievement for him. Here, preparing with d8 maybe. And for the moment my pawns are not really impressive at all. But if I ever kind of break free, then you could be in a ton of trouble. Alright, let's try and activate the queen. Attacking this from here, maybe. Or jump in the center. Nice. It might be a good move. Depending on whether this takes and b3. I'm not sure. I think the pawn might fall, but if it doesn't, I just win. Okay. Like, go for it. It's gonna be 6 possible. D2, with d8, queen d8. Rook d8 and then rook a1, king a2. No, it doesn't work for him. I can just go rook d8, queen d8, b2. No, sorry. King X7, Queen D3, F5, and you cannot prevent. Okay, one. No. Here. Let's see if I... Queen D5, okay. Let's see. Queen D4 is in bed. Okay, one. This guy work. Check. Rook D8. Activate the rook. Here. Threaten 8. Now I got Queen D1. And then Rook D2. That should win. It's got Rook B8 and then Queen F8, but I don't think it's a real attack. I got Queen H5 protecting. Oh no, I missed Queen E4. Oh no. Oh no. It's really, really bad news. Okay, G6 has to lose, so I have to go F5. That is annoying. Go to confirm here. I've spent way too much time, but my position should be winning. Well, seems to be out of ideas. Check. Yeah, I should be safe. That's game over. Yeah, it's Queen H4, 4 and then Queen H2 as well.
Di panasnya pertandingan, semangat adem harus jadi pegangan. Dengan 100% kemurnian alami, ademnya Aqua alirkan semangat kita. Aqua, ademin kita semua. Elemen protein to go just got upgraded. Stronger dengan 14 gram protein dan.
How would you rate your finances today? 1 to 10.
8.
One flip for $1.9 million.
Oh my god.
I would like to say I'm probably one of the very few people that has quite literally gambled their house away.
This was my idea. This was the worst idea ever.
My first house is gone. I have no money. But it's in the pursuit of more entertainment, more content. In 2 years, I will be making $30 million a year.
How are you going to make $30 million in 2 years?
Well, that's kind of like arbitrary. But it's gonna happen, bro.
Just manifesting.
The bigger I go with my content, the more money I'm gonna make, and the more fans I'm gonna bring in. Spending $900,000 on a game show video is just a step.
Behind me, I got 5 convicts, fresh out of one of those brutal jails in the country. They were released just yesterday.
What's the most unethical thing you did in your Japanese game show? Togi, thank you so much for coming on the Iced Coffee Hour. The goal of your very last video was to make $100,000 in 1 week. You ended up losing $2.3 million. What is the logic behind that?
Well, the logic, what exactly, how do you mean logic? So originally, let me remember this correctly, I started the week and I first tried to make money playing blackjack. And I was playing blackjack with a watch. Well, okay. Yeah, I was playing blackjack with a watch dealer, and I made $25,000, and then I had $50,000. I was like, great. All I gotta do is have Jesse James West pick the right basketball team. 50-50, even money. And then we're good for the week. And he lost, and that loss put me on like a crazy tilting spiral of losing $2.3 million. And the one thing that wasn't touched on in that video was I was having money problems, not because I needed to make $100,000, but behind the scenes, my next YouTube video was a game show. Yeah, we've got it filmed and everything now, but it was like a really high-end production, like 10 cameras, big arena, Japanese game show, whatever. Production cost $900,000 for that. So I owed the production $900,000, and I didn't talk about it in the video, and I was like, yeah, like, haha, I just want to make $100,000, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, I need to make $900,000. They need it in 2 weeks. So that's why the bets got so aggressive. I was like, okay, then we'll go play poker. Lost $60,000 playing poker, and then I wanted to just like bite this situation in the ass, like call it good, done, whatever. And it's like I just need one big bet hit, and the only person that I could think of that would be like willing to do something absurd with me was one of my friends. Steve will do it. So I brought up the idea, like he was doing a video where he's like trying to spend all this money and go crazy. He's back on YouTube, and I was like, dude,
he's got his financial crisis.
This is exciting. This is the first time Togi and Steve will do it are back on YouTube together. I need money. Let's just coin flip for my entire house in Miami, because I don't like stay in it too often. I stayed in it one time and I whatever. Coin flip, lost, and then after that there was like a 0% chance of me making money because I was taking like really aggressive bets. You know, one person, it was funny, they commented on my YouTube video and I go, this is how I know it's fake, because no one would ever bet Puka Nacua over 3 touchdowns. Like, that's just an insane bet. At the time I was like, I don't know, whatever, like it seems like a good bet. So yeah, that whole video we just had to cut it short because I couldn't climb out at $2.5 million. Usually we like a nice conclusion.
Did
to a
you
video.
think you were gonna lose?
No, that's why I took the bet, because I thought I was gonna win. And then how cool would that be? I get to pay production, have an extra $100,000 for the week, and you know, I'm chilling for, if I made $4 million that day, because that's what really sucks. There's actually a lot of things that suck, right? Because A, for those of you that never bought a house before, I'm new to this. That was the first house I ever bought. I didn't know when you have a mortgage on that house. I don't know when you're paying it off. It's going towards interest for the first, like, however long. It's like I'm paying rent in the house that I already own, because it's, so what, I pay $13,000 for 30 years. You do the math, I'm paying like $5-6 million for a $2 million house. So that sucks. I gotta pay the mortgage on the house that I don't own. And also, it's not like I lost $2 million. It's more like it's an opportunity cost. It was either 0 or 4.
Wait a second. So you're continuing to pay the mortgage until the home is paid off?
Yes, I can't just give him the debt.
I thought you would just give him whatever equity the house is.
No, no, because Steve was putting up $2 million, so why would you just put up $200,000 in equity? That makes no sense.
I thought maybe the home was owned outright, and it's just
No, it's like that bitch has gone like
what the
a 9% interest rate.
Are you
9% interest?
Yeah, I think I got fleeced on that whole situation. Bro,
You
it's the first
did
house I ever bought.
refinance it.
Refinance it?
Yeah, at least in the fourth.
But I have a refinancing crisis because I have another like 1.5 million owed on my house in Texas.
No one wants to loan him money. No
You just say
bank
crisis after everything. It's just like refinance crisis, financial crisis, nicotine crisis.
Sees him talking about a financial crisis, they're not going to lend him money.
Well, no, that's the problem. Is I can't. Like, it's really hard to get to these people to deal with me. So I'm just kind of.
Maybe if you show up wearing something like this with the chain and the Rolls Royce,
with a business plan and outline,
with a business plan,
how you're going to make it back.
Yeah, I mean, I make a lot of money. Like, I make a ton of money. So, like, really, I'm good for it. But if I'll be honest, the idea is, like, what's $13,000 a month, really? Like, as long as within the next year I win, like, there's an event, per se, where something,
what do
large
you mean by this?
windfall of $3
What do you mean
million.
by you win?
Well, anything can happen.
Another
you know?
coin flip.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, the way I gamble, like, literally anything can happen at any moment. And I'm just like, okay, put it on the back burner. One day I'll pay it all off at once, and then it's like said and done. And you know what's really nice is he gave me his Lamborghini Revuelto. It's like $700,000 car, which was like funny because I can't sell it because it was a gift, and I still needed money for the production. And so now it's like, all right, you got this dude with $0 in his bank account. I own 3 Lamborghinis, a Ferrari, 2 Audis, an AMG, a Rolls Royce, and it's just like I have no money. Oh, it's getting better. That was like a month ago problem. Now things evolve, and I got paid again, and it goes against all the debt and stuff.
How did you spend $900,000 on a game show?
That also might have been a scam. I'm not really sure.
Yes.
I think I exist on this planet to get by everybody.
Who did
Like,
this? Walk us through this. Because I've seen Ludwig host these events, and he's hosting insane events, and they're like 500,000.
Yeah, I think whoever made it probably made like 200,000-300,000, which is fine enough. Because I was in a time crunch, but it is very cool. It's an arena. I'll show you. Yeah, I'll show you later. You'll see it. But it's like this set was as big as a football stadium, and there's 3 very elaborate Japanese games. So it's like event 1, event 2, event 3, big audience. And there were certain things that were very expensive that they were like, hey, by the way, this is like not the best use of money, but very. I was like, it's important. Like, for example, I needed 100 audience members, all to be Chinese. And it's like, to source that was more difficult than you would imagine.
How do you source 100 Chinese people?
I don't know, they did. So, but either way, the point being is that...
What if it's not Chinese people, and they're like charging you a Chinese person premium, but it's just people that act like they're Chinese?
Well, but that I'm sure some of them were actors. But that's fine, because to the camera, as long as they're like fully Asian...
Why couldn't you just ask for Asian people? Why specifically Chinese?
Oh, it was actually Japanese. Excuse me.
Japanese.
I said no Chinese people, no Indian people, Japanese, because it's a Japanese game show.
Okay.
So
it was awesome.
Why did you want to make, out of all things, a Japanese game show?
Shower thought. I was sitting there. I don't know. But they do them, right? Have you ever seen the clips of a Japanese game show?
Yeah, they're hilarious. They're good.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I like it.
So there's no Chinese game show. It's like there's the American ones, there's the Japanese ones, are the heavy hitters, and they're like slightly less ethical than the American ones. And I thought it was hilarious. Like, we should get it. Like, the announcer, we flew out from Japan. That was probably like 20,000 just to fly this famous guy out from Japan. He showed up. He didn't speak a word of English the whole time. He was on camera yelling in Japanese the whole time. It was hilarious. It was awesome. So there's things like that where it's like, okay, whatever. You spend 40,000 on the host, but that goes a long ways for the content.
What's the most unethical thing you did in your Japanese game show?
Oh, well, just the principle of it all could be considered unethical because, so this is, you'll see, it's good. They wanted to be there, right? But I show up to Atlanta and we go, there's a jail in Atlanta. It's like the most brutal jail in Atlanta or in the world. So I've been told, like all the locks on the jail cells are like broken or whatever, so it's like a jungle in there, whatever. So I bail out 5 people, but when I bailed them out, I had like armed security with me, and we're like, okay, congratulations on getting bailed out. Like, stay with me. If you want to be bailed out, you have to come with us and compete in this game show. So like they didn't have a choice. It's like either go to jail or do my game show. Which like some people is like, oh okay, that's like maybe, but it's like, dude, what, they were running up like slippery, lubed up stairs, and this is a good point. I competed in the game show.
Okay.
Because the whole thing is like everyone's like, oh, Mr. Beast is unethical. Like, how far will people go for money? I thought it was fun. I did the game show. The Trent Twins did the game show. Steiny did the game show. So it was very fun. Like everyone was having fun. They were having fun. How we got them there, like the idea of you're either going back to jail or you're competing in the game show, might have crossed some boundaries, but it worked out.
Who was the most hardened criminal?
Natural Choice, Wellness Inspired Manager, diformulasikan melalui riset, teknologi modern dan higienis. Bahan alam dan teknologi modern, 2 kebaikan, 1 pilihan. Natural Choice dari Tempo Scan sejak 1953.
Wow, they were all pretty. Like,
do you know what they did?
Assault.
So you bailed them out.
So like potentially
that's the person
that
you picked
now. Well, I told them, or maybe it was like abuse or something where he beat
Why
a
would
woman or something.
Why would you bail
out
these
of all
people
people?
out?
Why would
you gotta understand this. They're not proven guilty yet because they're waiting a trial. They're in jail. Then there's people. There was like armed robbery, domestic.
What
it
happens
was.
if one of these people gets out and they just reoffend because you bailed
Keeping
them out?
Streets, what do they say? Keeping the streets unsafe for this one? No, bro. Here's the thing. Just because you're in jail because you did an armed robbery, I don't think that makes you a bad person. That just makes you like not very conscious and like most likely an idiot. I've done a plethora of things that would land me in jail. One of them was a drug dealer, and it's like, how do you even? Well, it was, so that's not ideal. But it's like, how do you end up in jail? I think it's because they were all black in Atlanta. Like, I don't think they were bad people. I think the justice system made it very difficult. It's like, oh, like, okay, not to say, realistically, if I beat the shit out of someone unwarranted, there would be a very small chance that I land up in jail because of the systems I have in place and all the money and
your
the
looks
lawyers
maxing
and
a little bit.
Well, yeah, like, okay. Clav ran over to dude in the car. He had a very expensive lawyer, was able to get out of it, right? Clav went to jail recently for possession of drugs, got out of it because he has expensive lawyers. So my point is that these people, like, what is up with the system that they're all of a sudden guilty and proven innocent? Why are they in such a brutal jail and they haven't even had trial yet? So at the very least, like, bail them out, and then if they go to trial, they're still gonna go back to jail.
Well, what if they're guilty anyway? What if they did it? It's just they
Well,
can't
then they
afford
go
the
to
expensive
trial,
lawyer.
And then they go to prison.
And then they're gonna go back to jail. Well, I just gave them the freedom for the month grace period until they have their actual trial. So if they're actually guilty, the only crisis is if they run, and that will cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Wait a second. So there is a chance you put up 900,000, and it's going to be more if they don't show up to their court date.
If they don't show up to, if all of them don't show up to their court date, it'll cost me $400,000. It's about $100,000 each if they run, which is like, bro.
How many? And
they
wait,
were
how
like
many people competed?
5.
5
So
people.
100,000 per person that runs. But yeah.
So 500.
Yeah, the odds there, one of them isn't going to show up, most likely.
And it was like an idea, like, do we keep armed security with them and hold them hostage? And I was like, just let it go, just let it happen, you know, like, that's expensive in itself. So that's kind of, dude, just let fate decide that one.
So how much of a return financially do you think you're going to get on this game show?
Well, there's no number that I'm getting at all because I don't monetize my YouTube, but it's in the pursuit of more entertainment, more content, and this is like pushing the envelope for me because I've always been just like a regular vlog, but it's like, oh, Togi's trying something new. So it's like if I dabble in this world and I give it my all for the first try, like, that's kind of life, right? When you embark on something new, you have to go above and beyond, and you have to be willing to get nothing back, but then all of a sudden a new window of opportunity is open. So the reward is infinite because, say this game show goes really well, the people really love watching it, then all of a sudden I can maybe double my audience by dabbling with this. It's a test, but the problem is this window of opportunity only opens if I give it my full heart and effort, like with everything. A lot of people want to say, oh, I'm gonna like start a new business because I want to like chase my dreams, but you're still working a 9 to 5 and you only have, say, 5 productive hours of thought a day of like truly energized, incredible ideas. And then if you're spending all that time working for a dick and then you go home, you're operating at like 10%, you're never going to be successful. So if I just try to put on this game show, like, let's just like dabble, let's just like dip our toes into water, we'll spend 50,000, put together some slop, of course that's going to fail, and I'm going to say I'm never going to embark on game shows because it was. So I had to go all in, whatever it takes, and now we'll see, is this going to work out? I don't know.
Now, on the topic of finances, I think this is really interesting. You said, and I quote, "I'm sick and tired of this BS, chronically in financial crisis mode." So you do, quote unquote, one last incredible gamble where you coin flip for $2 million. You ended up losing your house on a coin flip. You ended up losing your house on a coin flip. I'm curious, what are the tax consequences of that?
I don't know. Is there some? Isn't it a benefit? You get a write-off of the whole house, I would imagine. I would hope.
I don't think you could write off
What?
the house.
No, I don't believe
You can't
so.
just take like a $2 million write-off. You gave it away. It was a gift. It wasn't like a...
It was a loss, for sure. I can't... surely I can write off like a large degree of that. I was planning on writing off the whole $2 million.
The problem is right now you could write off gambling losses against gambling gains, but you could only write off, and I believe it's only 90% of your loss. So if you lose $2 million, you could write off 1.8 of that. What you really should be doing is selling the house so you don't have to pay the interest. Then all of the proceeds go to Steve, and you make him basically $2 million without paying interest on it. Because I guarantee he's not living at the house. It's not like he's going to be staying there, right?
What is happening with the house right now?
I believe it's
Sell the house.
me.
Yes. Yes, you sell the house, and you give Steve the proceeds of the house.
So the house is who?
A
Sell
buyer.
it, sell it on your YouTube. Yeah, just be like,
Oh,
hey, I
like
want to
I
sell
need
this
somebody
house.
to buy it.
What you could do is say on YouTube, I'm going to sell this house, and alongside the sale, we're also going to have a massive party. I'll be partying at this house on this date, and that's a part of the contract of you buying the house.
Okay, this is
and then
actually
it would sell at
making
a premium.
An incredible amount of sense to me. Because right now on paper I've gifted Steve will do it a house, but what I need to do is sell the house, avoid $4 million of interest,
correct,
then give Steve $2 million, and then Steve is paying taxes on $2 million.
Yes, because what you're doing right now is basically taking out a loan to pay Steve, and your loan is 9% a
Wow, it's already been worth it coming on this podcast.
Yeah.
You just saved me $4 million. Wow, thank you.
Over,
That's actually
over
incredible.
30 years. No, I'll take it, but
the
yeah,
thing
sell
is,
that house, yeah.
I would never, because that amount of money over that long, like 30 years, it feels free. Like, what, bro, you know? Like, that's so long from now, I don't have to deal with that, really. Say I sell it, then $13,000 interest payment, I can invest.
Correct.
This is incredible.
That's all you have to do. And then hire
How has nobody told me this?
Hire a
Like,
really
it's
good tax.
big news
I'm surprised.
that Togi lost his house. Nobody's been like, yo, like, sell it, and then...
Wait, seriously, is no one in your corner telling you what to do financially?
No, Edward, though, where's he at? That's my guy. But everybody, it's fun.
But no one's telling you, like, hey, listen, for tax purposes, you should be doing this. Hey, we need to structure it this way. If you're going to pay Steve, we need to get his, 1099. He's got to be
He's literally zoning out as you're saying that.
What?
Graham.
No, I'm listening.
How did you not see that?
I'm listening.
Did
I'm
you
listening.
say- like, there could have been a fly buzzing in front of him.
No,
and he
I'm
wouldn't-
listening, bro. There's nobody doing it, but there's a person that like helps me with this stuff, but he happens to be like also a 23-year-old that's my best friend.
Dude. Okay, can I at least
Let's check this out. Well, this is good. I can trust him with my life. So it's like, are you gonna although he might lose me $3 million by a missed tax loophole situation, there's a billion benefits to having a friend.
We're going to hook you up with Amanda.
Yeah, we have a tax
Amanda.
strategist, Amanda Hahn. And in fact, if you want a great tax strategist, we'll also link her down below.
Yeah.
I use Amanda Hahn. She does a great job. And we will tell you, I get no affiliate. I get no referral. It's just out of the good and grace of our hearts. Amanda Hahn's incredible, and so I will hook you up with her. But she will do your taxes. She is phenomenal. She's a tax strategist also. So if you have any financial move, you can reach out to her, and she will hop on a phone call immediately with you and just say, hey, this is the obvious thing to do. Let's do it.
Oh, word, yeah,
So
that would be
and
great.
she's certified. She's everything. So like you are.
Cool. Yeah, I would actually love to get in touch with her.
You need to do that because I promise she's gonna save you so much and hassle. Because like I'm surprised the IRS is not just like cracked down on this, seeing these videos and like, well, this is a taxable event. You've now received a car as payment. That is technically a taxable event.
It's only a matter of time. You land at an airport and then you get detained by some federal agents, like Whistling Diesel. It's going to happen.
But okay. Fair. I paid my taxes though for 2024.
How much did you owe? Now, one of the biggest frustrations with traditional debit cards is that they're completely passive. You swipe, money leaves the account, and that's about it. There's no flexibility, no personalization, and no upside for how you're already spending money. But that's where our sponsor, Cash App, comes in. Instead of just being another card in your wallet, it's built to be modern and flexible, especially because you could see and control everything from within the app.
One of the cool features is that you can completely customize your Cash App card, making it totally your own. It's super easy to send money, keep track of your spending, and use it for daily purchases. They've also just launched a new program that really fits how people use their money. Cash App also just released a new status program for the way people really spend their money called Cash App Green. It unlocks new ways for you to pay, get rewarded, and easily grow or manage your money on your terms.
Now when you spend at least $500 a month on the Cash App card or Cash App Pay, you could earn green status, which unlocks benefits like up to $200 of overdraft coverage, higher borrowing limits, and customized personal cashback offers at the places you love to shop.
Turn everyday spending into status with Cash App Green. Download Cash App today or visit cash.app/new to learn more about this. The first by Cash Draft.apps.
Paid my taxes
/podcast for full disclosures.
I paid my taxes though for 2024.
How much did you owe?
Somehow, whatever this accountant did, it was great. And it makes a lot of sense because at the end of 2024, I remember being like, where's all my money? Because I pulled in, that year was like 2 million, but I guess I spent 2.1 million or something. Or like along the lines. Either way, I ended up sending him $60,000 and it's no longer a problem.
I mean, it could be. I was just
No.
But okay.
Yeah, the audit window is 3 years, and you usually know if it's a problem year 2.
But my accountant did say, you're probably going to get audited. We're ready for that.
Okay.
I believe. And then I fired him.
Oh.
We have a different person now.
Why? Why'd you fire him?
He took too long. Bro, he was like
What do you
8
mean he
months
took too
late.
long?
Well, I just paid 2024 taxes like 3 months ago.
Why is it his fault?
Because it's like, what are you doing this whole time, dude? You had 8 months to do the taxes? Because I gave him all the information, I believe.
And so what? You were asking him, hey, what's going on? And he's like, I'll get to it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, that makes sense.
Wow.
You just need to have a better tax person. Amanda can file your taxes, she'll do the bookkeeping, etc. Anyways, enough of that.
Whoa, I feel like I'm moving up in this world, like, as we speak.
You absolutely will, because she's
You're
not just a CPA, she's a strategist. So,
I will seriously take you over.
Yeah, you're ascending right
yeah.
now.
In everything. This is awesome. Where?
Tax maxing is what we can call it.
That's going to be the new cool thing. Tax maxing.
Okay, after you lost the $2 million in the coin flip, how was the rest of your day?
Double agent, double action. Ribet amat. Batuk nggak berhenti.
Ada batuk double action.
Batu kering, berdahak.
One track batuk, double action.
Beda batuknya, satu solusinya.
Dengan double action formula, redakan batuk kering, batuk berdahak, nggak ribet, terus gunakan.
Very bad. Well, yeah, that was one of the worst days ever. But, yeah, I think I laid in bed for about 2 days, didn't talk to nobody, didn't do nothing, didn't check my phone. But dude, it's like that's the way that she goes. You know, how would you feel if you lost?
I mean, devastated. Yeah, that would be horrible.
Yeah, but my dad always told me, I think I talked about this maybe last time around here, 5 days, no matter what happened, you have 5 days to complain. Sure, you can feel bad for yourself, complain to the world. After day 5, it's like it never happened. You gotta lock in, move on to the next thing, keep chugging forward. So it was 2 days, and then we started filming the YouTube video again.
And did you have a negative net worth at the time?
No, because
cars.
What? I mean, there's I probably have $1.5 million of cars alone. I just don't have very many like assets that are moving me in the right direction. Like, but I have maybe like 500,000 on jewelry, $1.5 million of cars, 800,000 of equity in
real estate.
real estate, and then like mortgage aside, if you assume the $4 million of debt on that mortgage, then definitely. But that's a 30-year problem, so that wasn't really like. At the time, I maybe had $1.5 million of personal debt, and then like I was probably worth like $500,000.
After you lost the $2 million.
Yeah.
How would you rate your finances today? 1 to 10.
8.
Oh. So it went a little bit down from last time.
Well, dude, my finances are awesome because how do I say, dude, I have so much. I got the world in my palm.
Yeah, you do.
I can do anything and everything, and in 2 years, I will be making $30 million a year, guaranteed facts. So say if I lost $2 million on that video, but in a video made whatever, more people stoked on Togi and more people invested in the Togi timeline, and then you spend $900,000 on a game show, but then the game shows are going really well. It's no problem. Like it's really a drop in the bucket. If I spent $1 million today just to be on this podcast, but then 1,000 people from this podcast are like, oh, I like this Togi guy. No problem, because one day, it's like what I tell people, they're like having a hard time digesting the idea of quitting your job and working for no money. But the day you quit your job and you start working on a business, you're really getting paid $100,000 an hour, because that money one day when you're getting paid the full salary of owning the business, average it out over the last 10 years. You know what I mean?
How are you going to make $30 million in 2 years?
Well, that's kind of like arbitrary, but it's gonna happen, bro.
It's manifesting.
If I currently make whatever, I probably get paid maybe like, all things considered, maybe I make like 10 to 15 million a year right now, and I don't have anything optimized. I don't have all my businesses optimized. I don't have everything like going exactly how it needs to go, and my audience isn't nearly as big as where it will be one day. Then, dude, 30 million, I don't know where it's gonna come from. No problem.
That is crazy income.
It's great.
How do you make that much money?
Well, dude, so there's 4, 5, 6. I have a supplement company, which has recently been launched, e4.com.
We'll link it down below.
Really?
Yeah. We'll link it down below.
What's the
Oh,
supplement,
that's so
Jack?
nice of you guys. Thank you for the free promo.
I don't even know what the supplement is.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
what if
incredible.
it's, yeah.
So, no, it's
got 15 active ingredients.
it's all it's all natural stuff. So it's like I've been really on I quit 3 months ago or whatever it might be, and quitting Adderall was like one of the hardest things I ever had to do. Really fried dopamine levels, so I became obsessed with like how can I feel better every day, optimize my dopamine, and just like get out of bed pretty much. So did a bunch of research with all these like doctor nerds and stuff, and we came up with a formula that would get me out of bed and happy. But we found that all this stuff, if you take it and you're just like a regular person, you feel incredible. So it has L-tyrosine, which is a precursor to dopamine. So it's like if you're low on sleep or whatever, it's like coffee, but it's like similar to caffeine, but it's a supplement, right? So makes your brain make more dopamine. You feel good. L-theanine is the stuff that's into neurogum, but we dose ours. Neurogum got like 80 milligrams. We dose ours the max dose, 400 milligrams. So it gets rid of your anxiety, makes you think more clearly. Alpha GPC, just like good for very neuroprotective. Makes you it's a long-term play.
Okay.
Makes you smarter. Reaction time increase. Like this is all you can look at the studies. Like
Sure.
it factually makes your brain wire faster. Like whatever. This is not a good. This right here is a bad ad. But either way, it's because I'm still working on it. Ronda Roselia is another. Either way, the point being is there's a bunch of natural stuff in it that make you feel incredible and productive and motivated to seize the day. So that's what I've been taking, and I feel incredible. And then we have one that makes you sleep better, makes you not hungover, like you take it before you go out, and one that gets rid of your acne. All natural supplements, very exciting. So either way, that has been selling like crazy. I've been incredibly blessed to have this endeavor. So I'm really excited to see that where that takes me. The margin on the supplements are also pretty good. Maybe we make 200%.
Baru Total Care Man Antiperspirant Deodorant dan Total Care Man Perfume Body Spray bikin Total confident, Total fresh, Total wangi seharian, Total freshness, Total confidence, Total Care Man, totalitas lelaki maskulin.
So
It's fantastic.
The
Wait, 200%
margins.
margins?
Yes, because it's
cow.
like if you get it for $10, but you sell it for 30.
That's
there's your
I mean,
margin,
yeah, that's
you know, or you sell it for 35
well,
plus
I mean,
shipping and
technically, yeah,
overhead.
okay, sure.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, but it's still
It's
what's
good,
crazy
yeah.
is that I make 200%, and my product is still a tighter margin than any other product on the market. Like NutriCost does like thousands of percents